All right, let's go. How much time do I have? 10 seconds. All right. I'm very tired, so I hope this goes really fast because I'm very tired. Okay, good. Day 7. You landed at the regional airport in time for your next flight, but it looks like you have time to grab some food. All flights are currently due to issues of luggage processing. Due to recent aviation regulations, many rules are being enforced about bags and their content. Bags must be color-coded and must contain sufficient quantities of other color-coded bags. Apparently, no by your responsibility regulations consider how long they take for us. So the following rule: light red bags contain 1 bright white bag, 2 medium yellow bags, dark orange bag, bright white bags. These rules specify the required contents. In this, every faded blue bag is empty. Every vibrant plum bag contains 11 bags, and so on. You have a shiny gold bag. If you wanted to carry it in at least one other bag, how many different bag colors will be valid for the outermost bag? In other words, how many colors can eventually contain at least one shiny gold bag? The above rules, the following options will be available to you. Bright white bag can roll it directly. In this example, the number of bag colors can eventually contain at least shiny one. The list of rules is quite long. Okay, so we want to build some sort of directed graph, which says, so let's think about this. From typing import named tuple, and so class bag is going to be a named tuple. And let's think about this. So it'll have a color, which is a string, and it will have a contains, which will have a dict from, let's say, from string to int. So that will be from name to, there you go. Okay, and make bags, and we're going to take raw, which is a string, and it is going to return us, let's just say a list of bags. So we need a list as well. And then I'll deal with later. I want to have like a dictionary that's to be able to retrieve them by name, but that's not super important right now. So let's just do this. And okay. And so we're going to regexes, and let's do the following. Regex equals, let's say period star question mark, capture as little possible. Bags contain 0 to 9 plus. Actually, I don't think I need to use a question mark. Let's say I'm going to write 2 different regexes. It'll be nicer. And 0 to 9 plus, and then a color, and then that one I do need to be bag s question mark. Actually, I don't want to. I'm not going to do it that way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do parse line, which is a string, and I'm going to do the following. Part 1, I don't want to use regexes. Part 2 equals line dot split on, let's split it on contain, which should be fair. Okay, and then part 1 is like light red bags, and then and let's say color equals part1 dot r strip of bags. Okay, so that's going to be good. This is going to turn a bag. And now what I want to do is I want to say part2 equals part2 dot r strip. So I want to get rid of that period because and if part2 equals contain no other bags, then return the bag with color and an empty dict, and otherwise let's say contained equals part2 dot split on comma space, it looks like, and now I want to use a regex, and I want to say part2 equals part2. This is some ugly code here, but I think it will work. R strip, and now I want to strip either bags or bag. Let me do it this way so it feels safer. Part2 re.sub. The pattern is going to be bag s question mark dollars part2 part2. So if I so get rid of that, so then it'll be like 5 faded blue, 6 dotted black, and so on. And let's say first space equals part2 dot find this, contains, and let's say contains equals this, for sub bag in contains, sub bag equals this, first space equals sub bag dot find that, count equals sub bag int of sub bag first space dot strip, and color 2 equals sub bag first space dot strip, contains color 2 equals count. So this is a huge mess, and I'm not 100% sure it's going to work, but let's try it. Run advent 2020 day 07.py. We'll see if this even runs. And let's get rid of that right now. Okay, and let's say lines equals raw.split on new line, for line in lines, print, what did I call that? Parse line. This will cause an error, I bet. That's actually pretty good. Light red contains bright white 1, medium yellow 2. Color dark orange contains bright white. So the no case did not work. Contain if part2 dot strip. Let's try this again. that didn't work. Let's see what, print part 2. I'll just print those out and then that will help. No other bags, because I already got rid of the contain, so it should be no other bags. That was a dumb mistake on my part. Let's try this one more time. Okay, so that looks good. So now I've parsed it, and now we can say make bags raw, which is a string, and that's going to be a list of bag. And that, sorry for this code, it's really ugly. Return parse line for line in raw dot split on new lines. So let's just try this. Make bags raw. Make bags raw. Okay, good. Okay, now I need to go remember what the problem was. These rules specify the required contents for 9 bag types. For example, every faded, you have a shiny gold bag. If you want to carry in at least one other bag, how many different bag colors would be valid for the outermost bag? So, in other words, now that I have these things, I want to know which can contain a shiny gold. And so what I want to do is I want to do the following. Def, let's say immediate containers, which will take bags, which is a list of bag, and it will return a dict from string to string. So it's just going to say, given my color, who can immediately contain me. Okay? And so what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to say, so IC equals this. Actually, let's use a default dict. From collections import default dict. So IC is going to be a default dict with a, so it's actually not going to be a dict, it's going to be a dict from string to, so for each color, there could be multiple colors who could contain me. So I'm going to do a default dict list, and for bag in bags, for I'm just going to call this, I'm actually going to rename this and call it parents. For child in bag dot contains, because the keys are the colors, IC dot child dot append bag dot color. Okay, and return IC. So now let's run this again and say bags equals this, and parents bags says that bright white, his parents can be either light red or dark orange. Dotted black can be either vibrant plum or dotted black, dark olive or vibrant plum. Dotted black, right? Okay, so that's good. Okay, so that works. And now let me check the question one more time. Can eventually contain. Okay, so that tells me I just need to like go transitively, and can eventually contain. Let's say bags, list of bag, and color, which is a string, and that's going to return a list of string. Let's say it'll just be the colors of the bags, and so what do I want to do? I want to, first off, let's say parent map equals parents bags. That's fine. Um, and uh, and let's say can contain equals set. Um, and um, and I'll just say check me is going to be this is going to be a stack of what I want to check. And what I want to do is I want to say while check me, um, let's just say child equals check me.pop. Okay, and then what I want to do is I want to say for parent in parent map get child comma that. So we're gonna try and find who can be his parents. If parent not in can contain, so in other words, I haven't already identified this parent as someone who can contain me, I'll say can contain dot add parent, and then because it's not there, I'm going to need to check it too. So I'm going to say check me dot append parent, and then finally return can contain. Is that right? No, because can contain is a set, so I'll just return. I'll force it to be a list. That's fine. Okay, the second part of this I'm sure is going to use the numbers somehow. So let's run this, and let's say can eventually contain bags, and what color did it want me to do? One shiny gold bag. Okay, so let's try shiny gold. So that gives me 4: dark orange, muted yellow, light red, and bright white. Dark orange, light red, muted yellow, and bright white. Okay, so that seems pretty good. So let's get my puzzle input. Okay, let's take a quick look and see if none of this looks too malformed. I don't think it does. So let's put it here and say with open inputs day 07.text as f raw equals f.read, and let's say bags equals make bags raw, print len of can eventually contain bags, and again, what was the color that I wanted? I wanted it to be let me close this, shiny gold. Okay, so let's do shiny gold. Okay, and let's run this and see if it works or if it crashes. 226. Alright, let's try it. That's not the right answer. Curious, it's the right answer for someone else. You may be logged in. In any case, you're using your filter stub, ensure you're using the full input data. Some general tips on the about page. Please wait 1 minute before trying again. Okay, that's not the right answer, so that's okay. Let's figure out what we did wrong. Len bags is 594. This is 594, and the last one is 3 faded indigo bags. So light brown contains So let's look at a bunch of these. Light brown contains drab brown 3, dark violet 4, faded indigo 3. That seems right. Vibrant, light lavender, faded indigo. Dotted pale yellow, mirrored green, dark plum, mirrored cyan. Shiny aqua. Oh, so that's interesting. That the color is wrong. Shiny aqua bags. Okay, so something about my parsing is wrong. That's interesting. So let's go look at that. Contain. Well, let's just try it. Line equals this. Parse line, stripe aqua, and now let's see if how it bright aqua showed up okay here. So it's only the right or the left hand side. So let's look it up. Split on contain, and then R stripped bags. Let's print part 1, print part 2, print color. So let's try that. Run it and parse line. Striped aqua bags, 1 plaid boot bag, striped aqua. Okay, so why did that part 1 R strip bags? Because it R strips all those characters, not that. So color equals part 1. Let's say -5. I think I used R strip incorrectly. That was stupid. So now let me let's say bags equals make bags raw, and then can eventually contain. So let's make sure this one is right. Okay, that seems right. And now let's run it, and let's look at the bags. Shiny aqua, shiny aqua, shiny aqua. 248. So let's try 248. See if that one works better with my stupidity. That is the right answer. Okay, good. It's getting pretty expensive to fly these days, not because of ticket prices, because break this number bags you need to buy. Consider again your shiny gold bag. There was something about faded blue contains 0, dotted plum contain 11, 5, dark olive contains 7, and so on. So a single shiny gold bag must contain 1 dark olive bag and the 7 bags within it, plus 2 vibrant plum bags and the 11 bags within each of those, 32 bags. Of course, the actual rolls have a small chance of going several rows deep. In this example, to count all the bags, even the nesting becomes topologically impractical. Here's another example. This example, a single shiny gold bag was required inside your single shiny gold bag. Okay, so let me copy this second example, just because I like having 2 examples. Okay. Def num bags inside bags list bag color, which is a string, and that's going to be an int. And what I want to do is I want to say num bags equals 0, and again I'll do a stack, which is the starting color, and let's say while stack bag equals stack.pop, bag next color equals stack.pop, and let me just do I want to look these up. By color equals bag.color bag for bag in bags, because I need to be able to retrieve these by color. And now let me widen this and zoom in. So now what I want to do is I want to do and say bag equals by color bag. And now next bag equals sorry, by color next color. That was the issue. Okay. And now what I want to do is I want to say for child count. So actually, let me do it this way. Equals color comma 1. Let's say next color comma multiplier equals stack.pop. For child count in bag dot contains dot items. I want to do the following: num bags plus equals multiplier. Okay, so if I have like 2 of these, then each child goes in twice. And then I want to say stack dot append, and I want to do child and count times multiplier. So like we're going to type tuple string int cannot be assigned to parameter object of type tuple string literal 1 if tuple it cannot be assigned to type literal 1. What is Pylance is causing me a lot of issues, but I will try and make it happy by saying that my stack needs to be a list of tuple string int. There you go. Are you happy, Pylance? I hope you're happy. So I think this is right. And now return numbags. And so now what I want to do is I want to say bags1 equals make bags raw, bags2 equals make bags raw2. Numbags inside. So let me just run this. And shiny gold is still what I want. So numbags inside, let's do bags1 shiny gold. Let's see if this works. 8. And bags2 shiny gold, 63. So I'm off by a factor of 2. And here I'm off by a factor of 4. So let's figure that out. Okay. A single shiny gold bag must contain 1 dark olive bag and the 7 bags within it, plus 2 vibrant plum bags and the 11 bags within each of those. Of course, the actual rules have a small chance of. Okay, so let's try this. Print next color multiplier and print child. Print adding child multiplier, and here I'll print popping. So let's see how this works, and it's possible that I just got it completely wrong. Popping shiny gold 1, adding dark olive 1. So so let's go back to this. Shiny gold must contain 1 and the 7 bags within it. So really, maybe I should be adding these when I pop them. So let's say num because I'm going to get some where they have no children. No, but that should be okay. Let me go back and look at this. I wish I had a bigger screen, but that's okay. And now let's look at this. So a shiny gold must contain one dark olive bag, plus 2 vibrant plum bags. This should be multiplier times count. So let me try this again. Okay. Shiny gold must contain 1 dark olive and the 7 bags within it. So the dark olive contains 3 faded blue and 4 dotted black. 1 dark olive and Alright, I'm going to do this in a completely different way, which is as follows. I'm going to do it recursively, and I'm going to memoize it. Memo, which is a dict from str to int, equals none, okay? And if memo is none, memo equals this, okay? And if color in memo, I will just return memo color, and otherwise and let's just say bag equals by color. And now what do I want to do is I want to say, in order to get this bag, and let's say inside me equals 0 for child color count. I'll just do for count in bag dot contains dot items. Yeah, this is not going well because I'm too tired to think straight. What can I do is I can say inside child equals num bags inside child num bags inside bags child memo, or actually let's say inside me plus equals this, and then return inside, and then memo dot color equals inside me, and then return inside me. So now let's try this other version and see if it works. And it doesn't work. That's fine. Inside me plus equals 1, because I have to include the child bag as well. 6 and 6. That can't be right. All right. So so whatever I did didn't work. So let's undo it back to this other way and think about it a little bit harder and get rid of this memo. Bicolor equals for bag in bags. Okay, so let's think about this again. Faded blue bags contain 0 other bags, so a single shiny gold bag must contain 1 dark olive bag and the 7 bags within it, plus 2 vibrant plum bags and the 11 bags within each of those. So the dark olive bag contains 7 other bags. So let's run this again. What's going on here? Dark olive bag contains 3 faded blue bags and 4 dotted black bags. Shiny gold. 1 dark olive bag, 2 vibrant plum bags. So that's right. So why am I getting 8 when I see so many more here? Am I just adding wrong somehow? Does this need to be times count? Is that the problem? 32 and 126. I think that's actually right. So that was probably the problem, is that I didn't use my multiplier there. So let me just double check that. 32 and 126. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, good. So print, what did I call it? Num bags inside bags and shiny gold. Okay, so 57281. So let's copy that and see if that works. That's the right answer. Okay, good. That was a lot harder than it should be because I wasn't really thinking straight. But anyway, here were the key ideas. 1, making a named tuple for the bag, as always. 2, getting the parsing logic right to turn this text, and these admin of code problems always have this thing where you want to turn the text into, and so just coming up with the right logic for parsing, it was a little bit of a pain in the butt, but got it. Make the bags, and then I noticed that once I've parsed all these, I want to be able to get from a bag to its parents, which is easy enough to do. I basically just iterate over it and say, you know what, for each bag I know its children, so that means for each of those childs I can add that as a parent. For the can eventually contain, it was just kind of this, transitive adding until I can't add anymore. And for the num bags inside, it was this kind of, I guess the recursive one should have worked. I don't know why it didn't work. But I just did it with, a stack, which is sort of like doing recursion anyway. And just keeping track of what bag do I need to consider and how many of these am I thinking about at this point in time and adding them in. So that worked, and yeah, I'm frustrated that it took me as long as it did, but at least I finished. So cool. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.